Chris, you ready for a hike this morning?
I sure am.
Let's go. The path we're on was a well-worn path. We're following what was once an active rail line. The trains shipped Pennsylvania coal, lumber, and ore to larger markets, such as Philadelphia and New York, and returned with finished goods. This process of exchange fueled the American Industrial Revolution, which relied on fast and dependable transportation networks. In the first half of the 19th century, newly built canals played this role. After the Civil War, however, railroads increasingly competed with their slower rivals and dominated for the next century. Only the post-World War II proliferation of long-distance trucking and the abundance of cheap fuel stifled the era of railroads. As trucks increasingly diminished the demand for trains, hundreds of railroad companies were forced to file for bankruptcy and sell or abandon their former lines. Congress' response was the 1980 Staggers Rail Act, which streamlined the process of selling or transferring abandoned rail lines and property. In 1983, the National Trail System Act was amended to allow for rail banking of dormant lines. Rail banking is based on the idea that rail corridors, graded, connected, open space, should be preserved in case the need for rail transportation ever materializes in the future. Meanwhile, these corridors are made available for hiking, walking, and bike riding. Rail banking was not the only means of creating trails on old railroad right-of-ways. Out of the nearly 100 rail trails in Pennsylvania, only 7 are on the rail-banked corridors. The rest are on land the government purchased from railroad companies or in old rail beds reverted back to private property and publicly accessed through easements. And down there, somewhere, is the Lehigh River, and every once in a while you catch a peek of it. When not on the canal towpath, the 160-mile D&L Trail follows dozens of miles of a former rail bed. 26 miles run through Lehigh Gorge State Park alone. A number of regional rail trails intersect the D&L Trail, from the Switchback and Ironton Trails in Carbon and Lehigh counties to Norbath and Spurline Trails in Northampton and Bucks County. These links create a network of trails that restore the vanished connections between community and natural places. This 1.7-mile stretch from Cove Road to River Drive seems lonely. Sure, you have plenty of nature sounds, but you can't see the river. Well, maybe a glimpse. Heck, I can't even hear it. And pretty soon you're wondering if the railroad was even here. Then history makes its appearance, and we start seeing all sorts of railroad ties and other remnants of long ago. me, this looks like remnants from an old building or home with the stairs. And to the left, it looks like maybe there's a foundation. What do you think it is? As we get a little farther down the trail, we start seeing the farmhouses. And you wonder, what was life like living on this rail line? And then we start seeing even more railroad evidence. History is not the past, but a map of the past, drawn from a particular point of view, to be useful to the modern traveler. History is who we are, and why we are the way we are. I know this 1.7 mile stretch wasn't as exciting as some of our other hikes, but we had nature sounds, saw some remnants, and we were together. And after all, isn't that what matters? And we reached our destination. And next time, we'll be parked right here and going farther down the trail. It's starting right there. Well, we're almost back to the car.
Well, that was a great hike.
Yep, 3.5 miles there and back. And if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe. It really helps us out. And next time, we're going to stop and park over there at the River Drive Trail and continue to hike where history was.